Friends, you'll have to excuse, if you don't mind, this small, slight identity crisis that I'm currently suffering from. Roadie glasses, Enduro Bro helmet, camera mount, Costco jacket, casual SPDs, cross-country bike, gravel handlebar bag. But that doesn't matter. I'll tell you what does matter though. What does matter is being out literally right now, just kind of trying to follow through on 3 of the self-imposed actionables that I want to keep hitting all winter. And that is kind of what this vlog is going to be about. All right. So, for a little bit of context, a strange sort of thing happened this year when I started making YouTube videos full time. And I don't know if it's actually true or if it just feels this way, but it kind of feels like I've actually ridden less than I would have if I was like working a regular job. There's actually a pretty good chance that that's not really true. And it's funny, somehow having more time on my hands has had a greater effect on the guilt that I feel if I don't get out and ride while the opportunities are there. Because the opportunities are there a lot more when you don't have somewhere you have to be 8 hours a day. And I feel like if I waste it, I'm wasting this opportunity that I've gotten for myself, from everybody. It's a vicious circle. It's amazing how much my happiness at the end of the day can be attributed to whether or not I actually got out to do something that I love, which is riding things with 2 wheels, or, you know, just having a good time in general. And if I don't do that, and I feel like this is probably the same for a lot of people watching, you just kind of, you're like, oh, what a waste. And it can kind of get you into a funk, like a rut, and that can last for a little while, which sucks, and I hate it. So winter scares me a little bit more because the opportunities to ride are a lot more in the summer and a lot less in the winter. So these 3 self-imposed winter actionables are like real important for the winter to try and keep momentum going so that my happiness stays when summer rolls around, and maybe I can get into a groove of keeping myself happy more and more as the days progress. Actionable 1 is really simple. When we got 10-degree days in December, don't even think about it. Grab a bunch of stuff, get out on your bike and ride it. You will feel better immediately as you leave the door. It's gonna be good. Hence this hence this attire. Anyway. If there's anything I've learned about myself in the last little while, where I've kind of been like really taking advantage of any small window, even for like a small ride to a skate park, riding like this, whatever. Even if it's 10 minutes, if I'm out on 2 wheels, my mood is like, what's up? Now, actionable 2 is actually concerning myself less with the amount of daylight that is in the day and more with the hours of the day, because there's always a workaround for low light situations, which I think goes without saying, lights. And this part of this video is actually supported in part by Olight. I'm kind of lucky because I ride with Dan a lot. He's really motivating to go ride with, and he was mentioning that he was like, it sucks that we don't get to ride for the whole day. There's no daylight. I'm thinking about getting lights. And I was like, Dan, say no more. I, in this position, I'm lucky enough to actually work with a light brand. So Olight, being the good supporter of the channel they are, sent over some of their 2000 lumen headlights for mountain biking and whatnot. Floodlight and 2 spotlight options on the front of this 2000 lumen light. Stipulation for Dan being, I told him, if we're gonna get stuff sent to us, we do have to promote it through a video. So you could do the ad read. Dan,
before we start, what's the max lumen?
What the light is?
Well, I don't know.
It says it on it.
I know, but how do you say that?
Is yours fully charged? Did you charge yours fully?
Yeah. Pretty accurate readout of how much time you got left, depending on like, the brightness you choose. And it gets pretty friggin'...
Well, it gets 2000 lumens bright.
It gets 2000 lumens bright. It's so bright, it's difficult to look at.
I can attest to that.
Nicely done.
You can do that. Just go like fast.
Okay. Oh.
Literally, it takes nothing else.
I'll go fast.
Go fast. Oh! Anyway, of course, if you're also looking to implement step 2 into your life and not let the lack of daylight decide whether or not you go ride, you can visit the link below. Get yourself one of these 2,000 lumen lights at a crazy deal right now, because I guess this one is going to be discontinued and there's a new one coming. So Dan and I are quite happy with this, the performance of these. We're going to use these all winter. You can too. Third and final, this is actually not that different than any mentality I've usually had, but ride literally everything. Ride BMX, ride mountain bikes, ride my gravel bikes, ride my flat bar gravel bikes, ride road bikes, everything. If the opportunity is there for any of them and the time is there, ride one of them, whichever one is the best fit. So say for example, this past weekend, it was torrential downpours, absolutely pouring. My friend Drew has an indoor ramp that we all went and rode for an entire session, most of Sunday afternoon into night.
Yeah, it's been so long. So many sessions here. Hello?
Oh, Eric brings chips and he's a hero.
Yo! First spin to turn down. Yeah, that was real good.
And then there's today, where riding mountain bikes was incredibly feasible, but could have easily done some sort of gravel ride, road ride, whatever. Take the opportunity, whichever one seems to fit the most. Some days it's going to be one, others there's going to be many, but get on a bike and get on many different bikes. Broaden the choice so that there is a choice when the days are annoying, especially when things get slushy or too icy or whatever. At least there's an option to go ride something and keep those serotonin levels up, because I'd hate to see them go down. That is the goal. That's the hope anyway. I'm not gonna hold myself to it too hard. I don't wanna be too rigid in anything. Rigidity just makes things kind of not fun. It almost like really started 3 weeks ago or so when I kept saying, I don't have any parts, so I'm out riding. Like we're making riding videos, and I've not been, I haven't really been happier. The whole point of building all these bikes is to be out riding them all the time. And I think now, considering I'm like pretty much out of parts, you know, aside from the Trasher Bash build and finishing up the Just Us build, I think it's time that we really put a good effort into actually getting the miles in, having some laughs, and having some fun on all the bikes that are here, because that's kind of the whole reason of building them. I want to use them. Until, of course, I get another idea.